Would you like to stay as mobile into your 70s and 80s as you were in your 30s and 40s? I cannot emphasize enough that it all starts with diet, but you'll also need to do these exercises. First, you need to stay loose and limber. There's nothing new in these exercises, but I have found that by doing them over the years, it's really helped me keep my mobility. So first of all, hamstring stretches. You can come down, pull down. And I'm not as limber as a ballet star, but I'm 77 and I'm more limber than most. If you have trouble standing and bending and touching your toes, you can work on the floor. Just reach out, hold that stretch, hold it. You can really feel that in your hamstrings. Pull your toes back. I really feel that one. My left leg is not quite as limber as the right. Hold it. There's a number of exercises we can do to help open up the hips. One of the best is something that Americans don't do. People in many other cultures do it every day without thinking, and that is this squat. Hold it, hang out for a while. If you have trouble getting back up, I don't, but if you have trouble getting back up, you can press on your knees and help push yourself back up. Easy peasy. You want to keep strength in your legs, obviously. For me, the bicycle is just one of the best, but I do lots of walking here in the mountains as well. And I do basic leg strength exercises, squats, of course, being a primary. If you have trouble with your knees, don't go too deep. You can just do partial squats. Do them slow. As you get better at it, you can drop down further. Do sets of 10. Do one set to start, 2 sets, 3 sets, up to 15. Add weights. Kick up your strength. Lunges. These are all so basic and yet also necessary to keeping your strength and flexibility. I'm also stretching my calf muscles and my Achilles here. I sure hope I'm recording. You can add weights to your lunges as well. I don't think it's necessary. You'll want to do calf raises, right? Strengthens obviously your calves, but also your ankles, the arches in your feet. Exercises for your feet are probably rarely done, but also important. As you get older, there's some things that you can't control. It's likely that the padding in your feet is going to get thinner. So you do need to invest in a good pair of shoes. Work on your balance. Keep it up. I like to do this. I do this in the shower pretty much every day. Try and hold it for 60 seconds. Really feel those muscles firing off in my ankles and my feet. My For whatever reason, my left leg is much better at this than my right leg. But balance and the strength to keep your balance are going to be essential to keep your mobility. You're going to want to keep the muscles in your hips and glutes stretched out and strong. Basic, basic, basic. Bring your knees to your chest. Hold. You can do this one at a time. Now here's one. This one hurts when I do it. You have exterior muscles in your hips and butt. Those will be your glutes, minimus, maximus, medius. But you also have deep muscles. And one of them is your piriformis. And if you will bring your leg in front of you put your ankle on your knee and then pull. Man, you can really feel that. Deep, deep in here. I also feel it all through my hip joint. Move to the other side and repeat. Now, this left side was pretty severely injured about 20 years ago, but I have rehabbed it. Rarely have problems with it now. Another excellent exercise for your hips, keeping them loose, open. I think they call this 90-90, but I just roll. I call it rolling. Knees up, roll over, knees down, other side. Ten of these. I'm not going to go through all of them right now, but this is come up a little more. If you're having trouble doing that on the floor, you can do it in a chair. I don't feel the stretch quite as much up here, but I feel it. Sliding. Now, while you're up here in the chair, especially if you have some hip pain, this has helped me in the past. Cross the legs, push down, hold it, down to 10. Switch to the other leg, push down. Now, I've seen some more extreme versions of these stretches for the hips. I think maybe they're for younger people. I can do them. I haven't found that it's necessary for me to keep my mobility. I don't walk like an old man, and I hope I can keep that up for another 20 years. I'll be 77 next month. Okay, let's now just do some basic rotations. Right, lie on your back, knees up, and you can just roll, hold your back to the mat, to the floor, to your carpet, whatever it is. Roll to the other side. It's a great stretch for the lower back also. Now you can also do this one leg at a time. One leg out. I help this one. Pull that knee over. Back to the ground as much as possible. Stretches lower back, hips. Other side. While you're on the ground, you can work on your core and your hips, hamstrings, quads by doing a bridge plank. Pull that puppy. This actually feels really good. Getting a little stretch in my upper back around my shoulders as well. Very easy, very simple. You can really feel this though. Seated butterfly. I'm using my forearms to push my knees down. Back up. Bring the knee to my chest. Stretch out that lower back. And do this again. Feels great. While we're at the chair, you can do leg lifts out to the side, running into my fence there, out to the side, back, all around, both directions. This both helps strengthen and stretch many of the muscles in your hips, around your hip joint, in your glutes. Move this out a little bit so that I can get to this right leg. Now let's talk about some strengthening exercises. Okay, one of the most important factors in your mobility and keeping your mobility as you age is going to be your knees. You know, so many of my friends have bad knees. They have getting total knee replacements, and they're limping around. I got a friend here in Costa Rica. He's been having trouble getting his knee replacement surgery. He fell the other day. Not good. So I have this workout station here, and I do this exercise at least 3 times a week. And I find that it doesn't really tire me out for riding the bicycle. Another great exercise for your knees, by the way. If you don't have one of these machines, you can get these stretch bands in any sporting goods store, Target, Academy, whatever. And you can just do this in your chair, right? Now, the range of motion is not quite as much, but I can feel it in my knee the same as with this. So you would start out with 3 sets of 10, You can up that to 20, as many as feel comfortable. And these bands come in different strengths. So this is heavy, this one's medium, and this one's light. These are very cheap. And you can take these with you when you're traveling and keep up with the same exercises. Okay, a great exercise for leg strength, also for your hand strength, is called the farmer's carry. So you get some dumbbells or some other type of weights and you just walk with them, right? You just walk with them. And you can walk backwards. And you can do lunges. Great. And to do the farmer's carry, I actually walk quite a bit. I'll walk all the way around the yard, try and do this for at least 3-4 minutes. Very good for strength of legs and strength in your hands. Okay, so definitely being able to do squats and to be able to squat is going to be very important for keeping up with your mobility. But when I say squat, just like the Asians do, right? And you'd be surprised, there's very few Americans of any age who can really do this. Now, if you get down here and you have trouble getting back up, now I don't have any trouble getting back up, I work on my leg strength. But if you get down here and you do have trouble getting back up, just push down on your knees and you can do it. If that's too much for you, do partial squats, right? Do partial squats. And you can do this with added weight as you gain strength. And keep those legs strong. Calf raises. And this strengthens not only your calves, but also your ankles. And it's going to be your joints, your ankles, your knees, your hips that are going to hurt your mobility. One of the very best exercises you can do, and you've seen a number of my videos, I'm on my bicycle a lot. One of the very best exercises you can do for your lower body is bicycling. And I've read a recent article that says that bicycling is one of the very best ways that you can avoid arthritis in your knees. So even people who don't need total knee replacements might get arthritis in their knees or some of their other joints. And bicycling is really going to help keep your knees healthy and mobile. If you like this video and others from 105-Minute Meals, please subscribe. Hit the like button and hit the bell button so that you get notifications when we come out with new videos. Pura vida from Costa Rica.